chapter review presentation for Transformative Learning and Practice is on Chapter 6, Fostering Transformative Learning in Leadership Development. The chapter covered a cooperative doctoral education program in educational leadership, much like our own. This one was offered by the University of Missouri, Columbia. The program participants represented positions in pre-K through 12 and in post-secondary settings. These students are mid-level professionals who hold mid-level or entry-level leadership positions. The cohorts are admitted every 2 years. And the purpose is to enhance knowledge and competencies of educational leaders. The coursework is organized around 5 major themes, those being organizational analysis and teamwork, educational leadership, educational policy, the content and context of learning, and inquiry and evaluation. The program is based on several conceptual frameworks drawn from cognitive psychology, adult learning, and education in the professions. These practice-based problems were joined with theory through reflective processes, including students' knowledge of their own organizational contexts.
Nevertheless, the program has not been without its problems. Students were concentrating their efforts on efficiently completing assignments, often at the expense of critical reflection on what they were doing and why. Students could recite principles of leadership without actually having the ability to achieve genuine change in how they lead. Consequently, the program implemented several changes with the hopes of improving transformative practice. They implemented a cohort structure with embedded project teams. They utilized role-based case studies. They used reflective assessment portfolios, and they encouraged participatory action research.
Cohorts provide a support structure for students and foster strong relationships between students and instructors. Cohort dynamics lead to shifts in how students relate to others and provide leadership within their organizations. Cohorts are a form of social organization with all the characteristics, strengths, and weaknesses of any other organization. Thus, cohorts can either generate and support change, or they can constrain it. The original program had a case study component, but the new program changed its structure. Originally, case complexity, coupled with short deadlines, increased stress and anxiety of students, creating psychological impediments to transformative learning. Faculty members reduced the complexity of these cases and shifted the purpose to a focus on problem setting. This revised case study approach also incorporated student reflection. Each student team had to take on the persona of an actor in the case. This forced students to confront epistemic and socio-cultural distortions that interfere with transformative learning. Students are required to submit in their portfolios statements that integrate the knowledge base of 3 of the program themes. They must also share with readers the implications of this knowledge base for leadership and address how they have or haven't applied the knowledge base in their practice. The weakness of this transformative learning strategy is that portfolios often become an afterthought. This area has been targeted for improvement.
The final strategy that was implemented to improve transformative learning was the use of participatory action research. Action research is a form of applied research that links practice with inquiry in the practice context in which the students work. It requires both critical reflection and action by leaders to change the structures that constrain their own leadership performance and their organization's performance in fostering the learning of others. The move to use action research in the program is a challenge to faculty members as well as students, thereby creating transformative opportunities for both. Arguments have been made that much of transformative learning is individual and occurs in the heads and hearts of individuals. However, these best practices in transformative learning indicate that this type of learning occurs with others in social organizations. Consequently, These best practices in transformative learning have implications for any applied research or practice involving transforming student learning in a social setting.
One example is that of my own dissertation project topic, forming a first-year experience course for health information technology students. We've addressed the cohort construction by block scheduling these first semester students into the same English, ISIS, and HIMS course. Role-based case studies will be used to develop, hopefully, an appreciation of the healthcare culture that they will be working in. The portfolio creation is really already done here. We do that in their last capstone course, so hopefully moving it to the beginning of the program in their first year experience will address some of the issues that the University of Missouri came across, in that it's not always just an afterthought, that they can begin to construct it and use it throughout their career. The participatory action research is really embedded in their internship.